question is, can innocent love survive in a world full of conflict? And our rationale is that love is one of the strongest emotions that people can develop, and it usually helps people forget the conflict surrounding them. This concept and idea is one that is applicable today because we do live in a world full of conflict, yet people still fall in love and get married and have children. In connection to this Reader's Theater assignment, we found it very significant that Romeo and Juliet struggle to find a way to make their love survive in a world full of turmoil. With fear cast away and true love being the force that makes a wedding possible between the two, Romeo and Juliet are able to prove to not just their families that love can survive. The two star-crossed lovers were able to get married and even live their lives together. Although this was a mistake, this helps demonstrate that love will always win.
We chose to express this significant message by using the idea of a tableau, freeze-framing the entire cast. Our cast includes not just our group, but the entire class. We decided after discussion that the important scene that would demonstrate our message was the fight scene, and this would be to illustrate with the entire class how two families, both alike in dignity, were at each other's throats. Our scene and the picture taken of the class in the tableau will help our audience visualize the true love between Romeo and Juliet. During this tableau scene, Romeo and Juliet will be discussing how unfair their situation really is. The nurse who is in the scene The nurse also is in the scene to help demonstrate that the Montagues and Capulets cannot stand each other. Our final scene is going to include Friar Lawrence and Prince, who will reveal the conclusion of the play and how people should learn from the love that Romeo and Juliet had for one another.
We wanted to provide our audience with the scenes that most convey the message that true love can survive, and by using the necessary characters from the play, we can deliver the logic to answering our essential question. We also wanted to use a projector screen to provide our background and costumes to help reach other learners, those who connect with visuals. We wanted to demonstrate how possible it is to reach different types of learners in one lesson or activity.
All right, guys, so right down the middle between you two, half of you guys come stand on the side of the table, and the other half come stand on the side of the table.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're going to dress you all up and stuff, and then we're going to pose you, and then you'll move from when we posed it. This is me.
Sorry.
Yes.
You take the
We know what this is.
So there you go.
take this.
Yeah. Get down on one knee.
Puffy shirt on.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty big.
Okay, everyone wants a puffy shirt? You're really right next to the table. We're going to take a picture of you guys, so like slide all in close.
Sword.
Yeah.
It's not a sword. It's like a frozen pizza.
Crying. She didn't get it.
Take it down on
Do you want that tied to this so you don't lose it?
You can wrap it down on one knee. You slide over next to him too and get down.
Let me get it.
I'm going to take a picture of everyone. Slide in. Keep going. So Montagues, Catholics get really close and pretend to fight.
I want to see that you're mighty so look like you're ready to attack.
Keep sliding in. Slide it really tight. Get it behind him.
Real angry, guys.
Okay,
What is
get
that?
Corona, you know,
What is
let's get into an attack stance, you know, arr, you know. Okay.
Okay, no one move, everyone freeze.
It's a tableau.
Okay.
Oh. That was your hand on the head.
Theater in the room. That's why we're not photographers in this way.
He's gonna do some crazy cleaning in that time.
Yes.
I would like to take a picture of it and make it my profile picture with you and match each other.
Okay.
And like that.
Yes.
Can everybody take like
Yeah,
4
a few
steps
steps
that way?
back
Two steps back.
and out.
Back and out.
Just so we clear a little room in front. Thank you.
Like your
scary movie.
Yay!
It's really good for sets.
Drama. Right?
Oh, I got the wrong
Oh yes, the sausage.
And she looks like you're controlling Nick.
And now, a scene from Act 3, Scene 5. I will be playing Juliet and Steph will be
Romeo.
playing Romeo. Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountaintops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. I know it, aye. It is some meteor that the sun exhaled, to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken, let me be put to death. I am content, so thou will have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark whose notes do beat, the vaulty heavens so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome, Juliet wills it so. How's my soul? Let's talk, it is not day.
It is, I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark and lo the toad changed eyes. Oh, now I would they had changed voices also. Hunting me hence with hunts up to the day. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam!
Nurse!
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Mwah. Art thou gone so, love? Lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour. For in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years, ere again I behold my Romeo.
Farewell, I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou, shall we ever meet again?
I doubt it not, and all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now. Thou art so low, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
Oh, fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
The next scene is from Act 5, Scene 3 with Friar Lawrence and Prince. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose ultimately death banished the new made bridegroom from the city, for whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pinned, you to remove that stage of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce. To county Paris, then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from the second marriage, or in my cell, there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then, alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell, till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awakening. Here ultimately lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth, and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but, as it seems, did violence on herself. All I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time, unto the rigor of severus law.
This law doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison of poor apothecary, and therewith came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet? Montague? See what scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a bracing kinsman. All are punished. A blooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these said things. Some shall be pardoned and some shall be punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and